You're listening to Madison Turner. This is 9 to 5. Welcome to Central Virginia News. I'm Madison Turner, and this is today's Pop Culture Essentials. New parents Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard are taking a stand against the paparazzi and asking fans to do the same. They are urging fans to boycott any news sources who use photos of celebrity children without the parents' legal consent. Other big names like Jennifer Garner and Halle Berry have also joined this cause. In an emotional speech at the Human Rights Campaign event in Las Vegas on Tuesday, Canadian actress Ellen Page came out. Rumors surrounding the Juno actress's sexuality have made headlines recently. During her speech, Page said, "I am here today because I am gay, and because maybe I can make a difference to help others have an easier and more hopeful time. Regardless, for me, I feel a personal obligation and a social responsibility." Donald Sterling, the now former owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, was banned from the NBA on Tuesday after a recording of Sterling making racist comments was released. In the audio recording released by TMZ, Sterling is heard arguing over the phone with girlfriend V. Stiviano. The argument, which lasts well over 9 minutes, is in regards to a photo that Stiviano recently posted to her Instagram. The picture shows Stiviano posing with former NBA star and Los Angeles Lakers player Magic Johnson. In the phone conversation, Sterling states that he is angry with Stiviano over the fact that she was publicly associating with Magic Johnson. He says in the conversation, quote, "It bothers me a lot that you would want to broadcast that you're associating with black people. Do you have to?" End quote. Thanks for tuning in to Central Virginia News on this Wednesday, January 28th, 2015. I'm Madison Turner with your top-of-the-hour update. The Richmond Times-Dispatch reports that the Obama administration has proposed a plan to open part of the Atlantic coast, including areas off the coast of Virginia, to oil and natural gas leasing, which could lead to future drilling. The proposal includes a 5-year plan beginning in 2017 for oil and gas leasing in the Atlantic. Environmentalists believe that the drilling off Virginia's coast could lead to oil spills, then endangering tourism, the fishing industry, and the region's natural beauty. Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe said that the proposal is a positive step towards responsible offshore energy development, which will create jobs for economic activity while helping our Commonwealth diversify its energy resources. In the public safety meeting held in Richmond on Tuesday, the topic of outfitting Richmond police with body cameras was revisited. WRIC reports that city leaders are urging the Richmond Police Department to equip every officer with a body camera. It would cost nearly $435,000 to equip every officer with a camera and nearly $235,000 each year to maintain them. The Rotunda reports that a Longwood University student was hit by a car Monday night while crossing an intersection behind the campus. According to Farmville Police, the driver was heading northbound on Griffin Boulevard when the incident occurred, and she did not see the student crossing. The student was taken to a hospital, and an investigation into the incident is currently underway. Longwood University is located in the small town of Farmville, Virginia, but students at the university are traveling to distant destinations like Ireland, Nepal, Thailand, Spain, Ecuador, and many more locations, thanks to the university's study abroad opportunities. In 2013, approximately 191 Longwood students had the opportunity to travel abroad on either short-term or long-term programs. History Associate Professor William Holliday and co-director for the Spain Study Abroad program has led 6 trips to Spain in the last 7 years. He believes that these trips are essential for Longwood students to partake in.
We live in, and it's cliche to say, but we live in a globalized world. And it may be cliche, but it's true. And so we need to learn about other people, other societies, and develop cultural competency. Meaning, we're able to understand and to work with people in a culture different from ourselves.
The Office of International Affairs offers both long-term programs, which are typically semester-long exchange programs, and the faculty-led short-term programs.
Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.
Everybody's working for the weekend. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living.
Welcome to the second episode of 9 to 5, where we take a look at the people behind the careers. I'm Madison Turner. Each episode, we feature a different person and dive into their personal stories about how they chose their profession. I recently spoke with Longwood University senior Sterling Oliver. After graduation, Sterling plans to continue her education and go into her family's business. What may surprise you is that Sterling's family runs funeral services. So I asked Sterling a bit more about her future career plans. Hi Sterling, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So some people may be surprised that a young female recent graduate is interested in pursuing a career in the funeral services. Has this always been an interest for you, and have you always known that this is what you wanted to do as a career?
Well, because I am feminine and I look so young, I don't think people expect me to say I'm going into a career that they consider to be so dark and morbid. And I wouldn't say I've always wanted to do it because it's hard to understand what goes into a career like this when you're young. But once I was old enough, it's something that I've always truly considered.
Great. Your family has owned and operated H.D. Oliver Funeral Apartments since the 1800s. Can you tell us a little bit more about your history?
It opened in 1865 due to all the devastation from the Civil War. My great-great-great-uncle, who I'm actually named after, Sterling Thomas Oliver, was a carpenter, so he made all the caskets for the local community, and then he decided to expand and opened the funeral home in downtown Norfolk. And the funeral home still remains to be the oldest family-owned funeral home in Norfolk, Virginia Beach, and Chesapeake. And then once I enter the business, I'll be the sixth generation to run the business.
Wow, there's definitely a lot of history there.
Yeah, there is.
So clearly the history of your family's business is very important to you and something that you're passionate about. What else about working in the funeral business drives your passion?
Well, I think a lot of people tend to focus on the fact that funeral directors have a career surrounding death. And as true as that may be, that is a very small part of it. It's more about helping people left behind, providing them with closure and what they want and what they deserve, organizing every detail for them so all they need to worry about is themselves and their loved ones. Helping someone through one of the hardest times of their life. That's what I try to focus on.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Don't miss our next episode where we'll be diving into another person behind the career. Until next time, I'm Madison Turner, and thanks for tuning in to 9 to 5.
Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living.
Thanks for tuning in to Central Virginia News. And that was your dose of pop culture essentials. Thanks for listening. I'm Madison Turner.